We're making satanic ovums today. What? Oh, deviled eggs. Much better. This is Real Easy Cooking with Robert. I'm Robert, and today we're making deviled eggs. So the first thing we're going to have to do is we boiled some eggs. Made hard-boiled eggs. You can see that in one of my first videos, hard boiling an egg. Take it off the stove. This is the hard part. You gotta quickly remove the egg from the water. So you're watching close. And then we have them peeled here in a bowl. Peeled and cleaned. Yay. There's like 10 eggs left because that's how many was left in the carton. Now, here's a trick that people were amazed at the last time. Take some wet paper towels. Fold them. Put it down. Put your cutting board on. That way your cutting board doesn't move. Otherwise cutting boards all slide around and then it's stupid. So, we have to take the eggs and cut them in half long ways. Just a normal butter knife will work. We drop the yolks into a separate bowl. Now, the whites, we can put them on special egg trays, or a normal plate works if you fill it up. I've seen people put a piece of lettuce down, many little pieces of Bibb lettuce, and put the eggs in there, and it looks all fancy, kind of like oysters in a half shell, looking all fancy like and stuff. But it's all up to you. I usually just put them on a large dinner plate and put some saran wrap on them and put them in the fridge. Well, a lot of people use these for holiday dishes and family get-togethers, which is great. They're also real good just to have them normal because, damn, they don't ever seem to last long in this house. Everyone just munches on them. So I'm just going to line these all up on here. It'll make it easier for the last step. Which the last step is just filling them, and I'll be able to just fill them in place here on the plate. Although it looks like I'm going to need a bigger plate, so a couple of these I might have to eat beforehand, huh? Wouldn't that be a shame? Get the cutting board out of the way and the paper towels. Set that there for step 2. First thing now, we have these dry ass eggs. You break them up a little bit with a fork, just normal fork. You don't need special equipment for this. That's why I like these. You just eggs, a pot, and butter knife and spoons. I mean, it's no equipment's needed. I don't like recipes that require a lot of fancy equipment to make and cook, you know. It just seems kind of presumptuous. It's food. Alright. It needs some mustard. Of course, I like Klotzman's mustard because everything else sucks. Alright, so squirt some mustard in. About a tablespoon, tablespoon and a half. And you want to put some mayonnaise in. Mayonnaise, not Miracle Whip, because Miracle Whip is salad dressing. That's way too sweet for this. And you want about 2 large tablespoons. And that's dinner tablespoons, not measuring tablespoons. And start with mixing that all together. Add a little salt, add some pepper. Now, here's the important part. Turmeric. This adds coloring besides a little bit of flavor. It adds a color that you can't get anywhere else. Is this the right one? Yeah. This is what stained the cutting board?
Yeah.
Then that's the right one. Had a lot. Now what you want to add for toppings after this is pretty much up to you. I've seen people go so far as to add bits of cheese to it, or even ground Parmesan cheese, or bacon bits. I don't recommend bacon. I don't recommend anything hard because the eggs are so soft and it just kind of defeats it. Let's see, it adds a much better color now. Or a different color at least. And it'll change the flavor a little bit. So, now I have to take this from here and put it in there. If you had a piping bag, you could do that, but this is real easy cooking. We have a pair of spoons. Scoop some up on one spoon, take the other spoon, and just scoop it right in. It's fairly easy to do and simple. Once you think about it, you're like, oh shit, anyone can do that. I got 2 spoons. And it doesn't have to be pretty in there because, you know, hey, it's Satan's ovums. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. Don't worry if one's a little underfilled to begin with. And come back through, you're going to refill a few more of them. There'll be extra left in the bowl. And if you end up with a whole bunch extra in the bowl, then you can make a sandwich out of it. Egg salad sandwich, it's half of it's already done. Okay, there's those. Now I forget to add my favorite spice. Y'all know what that is. Paprika. And it's just a little sprinkle on the top. If you're wondering about the name Deviled Eggs, it's not because anything to do with Satan, it means spicy. Originally, these eggs in the original 1800 recipes had extra spice added to them. They were almost to the point of being hot. Some people will add hot sauce to them, but that changes the color way too wrong of the yolk, I believe. You could add any of your peppers instead of ground paprika. You could have ground red pepper dust. That would add some type of cayenne pepper, would add a little bit of spice to it. But Here it is. I'm going to try one now. Cook always has to try his own food, right? That's why you should never trust a thin cook. Perfect. If my family's lucky, I'll share with them. If not, all mine. It's been real easy cooking with Robert, and I'm done. Well, a lot of people use these for holiday dishes and family get-togethers, which is great. They're also real good just to have them normal because, damn, they don't ever seem to last long in this house. Everyone just munches on them. If my family's lucky, I'll share with them. If not, all mine. Satan's ovums.